bottom three faces, but we're glad you're joining us. My name is Susie, and there are going to be four of us. I'm looking like you guys can see me. There are going to be four of us teaching this class today, and it's all about the 101, the basics of essential oils and the premium starter kit. So everything that would come in the premium starter kit and how we use that. We start off by muting everybody while we teach, and then at the end we will unmute everybody for like the question and answer kind of period. Did somebody, I'm going to go ahead and record that. No, did somebody already record? Okay, good. All right. And then at the top corner, the top right-hand corner, if you're on a computer, you can see different views. So maybe there's a gallery view or a speaker view. And part of the reason we mute everybody is like background noises would cause your, view to go really big. Okay, other than that, I think we're good to go. So my name is Susie. Depending on where people are, we have Angela, Sheila, and Kristen that are also going to help teach this class. And we're just going to kind of go back and forth. And strangely enough, one of the ones I'm talking about today is Valor. And I already had about 15 technical difficulties this morning. So that's what we use. Actually, when I'm teaching a class in person, a lot of times we call it, are there just women here right now? We call it putting on your big girl panties. So anytime you're feeling a little nervous or you need a little calm, we put on our big girl panties. Oh, and I have my Valor shirt on too. Valor made me do it because I got nice and brave. All right, so I am going to shift it over. We're going to start with Sheila. So I'm going to mute myself and let Sheila take over.
Very good. Hello, everyone. My name is Sheila Otter. I'm in Gig Harbor, by the way, and very blessed to be connected to these ladies and now to all of you. It really is, that's what's been feeding my soul during this time of being at home with just my husband right now. So it's just so good to have people's faces and to be able to pour into others and to offer what we've learned. And even if you've heard it before or you've read it before, it is so good to have it sink in deeper and deeper about how these oils work and why they're so good, the ones that we have with Young Living. First of all, whether you're new to essential oils or you've been using them or you know about them a little bit, it's important to know what really is an essential oil. And that an essential oil is the volatile fluid that an aromatic plant makes. And so it is something that is called essential because it's so life-giving to a plant. In a plant, the essential oil is produced because it's the oil that helps a plant heal itself. It helps repair damaged tissue in a plant. It helps rid the plant of toxic substances and free radicals. Well, guess what? In all natural substances, if the plants, the essential oils will work the same in our bodies. They will repair and help our bodies heal itself and help our bodies rid itself of toxic substances and harsh chemicals and free radicals. So that's the beauty of this. But there are a lot of essential oils available out there, right? You can go to TJ Maxx and find them on the shelf. You can, I see products now on the shelf that say infused with lavender oil. And so, we have to educate ourselves to understand what's the difference and why would I buy from Young Living? Well, we're the only company in the world with a seed to seal guarantee. Think about that. Starting with the best seed that's going to produce the best, strongest, healthiest plant that will then produce the healthiest, strongest, and most pure and potent essential oil. The company abides by very strict guidelines to fulfill this guarantee for us, and it's a promise to us. It's very important because it ensures that we're going to get top-notch quality and effective products. So Young Living, this is how they do it. We own our own farms, and any partner farm has to follow the strict guidelines that we have put in place for our own farms. We start with the best seeds. We use no harmful chemicals. That means we hand weed. Think about that. I mean, that's just incredible. That I think many of us that are teaching, we've been to the farms, we've seen the farm in Utah, and I remember my first time, I kind of thought the lavender field would look kind of like, you know, like this picture back here of just all this bright purple lavender and rows and rows and rows, and it was in the distance, and I thought, it doesn't look like what I thought it would be in my mind. And the closer you get, the more beautiful it is, but there are thistles and weeds still around because they're not spraying it with harsh chemicals to keep that out. They're not going for beauty. They're going for a quality plant. And so they actually have people hand weed. And we harvest at peak times, we distill on site, and we test. The oil that we get has been tested so many times, and it will not be bottled and sold if it's not the it does not meet the highest quality standards that Young Living has put in place. So that is why we choose Young Living. I think now, Angela, you're going to start telling us about these oils.
Yes, so I'm going to share with you 3 of my favorite things. So like Susie said, we are talking about the premium starter kit today and sharing with you all the goodness in that. The reason that we're talking about it is because it's the most popular item that we have. The reason that it's the most popular is because it's the only item that's 60% off. Nothing else in our catalog of over 600 products is 60% discounted. So I picked 3 of my favorites to share with you. And the first one is Frankincense Essential Oil. Oops, I got it turned funny for those of you watching. Frankincense is amazing. It's one of the most coveted oils. It has over 10,000 documented uses. So, wow. I don't even know all of them. I still learn uses, but I thought, okay, I want to share with you a few of my favorites. This one is great for your skin, so helping to keep your skin young looking, but it's also very good for calming and grounding. So a lot of people will diffuse this or apply it topically for prayer, meditation, just really making sure that they're grounded. If they are really stressed, it's a good one. Now, one of the reasons that I love Young Living is because our oils, like Sheila was telling you, are so pure, and there are no synthetics, or they're never exposed to any of the harsh chemicals, that they're safe to use on animals. So a lot of times you hear about essential oils not being good for animals. Young Living oils are completely safe for animals. I'm very passionate about that because my dogs are like my children. And so I actually teach a workshop every Monday about how to use oils properly with animals. And frankincense is my golden retriever's favorite. This one was one that I helped him move beyond separation anxiety, and it was a game changer for him. So you'll hear from somebody else a little bit later about lavender and it being amazing. It's another calming oil, but frankincense for us was like life-changing. Literally taking my dog from like trying to squeeze out the door with me to digging through drywall. We had to remodel a house because of him, to like being super chill. So like it's one of my BFFs. Love that oil. Lots and lots of great uses. It's good for your immune system. So a lot of people are using extra frankincense right now. And one of the cool things about frankincense is that it's available in a regular. It's also available as a vitality. So I want to make sure that I mention this. The difference between the regular oil, so frankincense in a red bottle versus frankincense vitality in a white bottle, is just the label. So literally Young Living puts frankincense in a bunch of bottles and then they put labels on them. Half of them get this label, half of them get the other label. So you don't need to buy both. Just know that you can use the labels as a guide to how you can use it. So frankincense can be used in a diffuser. I actually have it in this diffuser now. It can be used on your skin, and it's very calm and gentle oil. So I don't dilute it, but you can dilute it to put it on your skin topically. And then the third way you can use it is internally. So you can put it in a capsule, or you can put it in warm water. I have a friend who takes 1 drop of this and puts it in warm water and drinks it as tea every evening to just kind of help her get ready for bed. I think it tastes pretty earthy. So I have put it under my tongue when I needed immune support, but I don't like drink it because it tastes yummy to me. So it's kind of more of a necessity type of thing for me. But I love, love, love frankincense. I could literally talk about it all morning, but we've got other things to talk about. The next one I'll talk about, Stress Away. This one is my favorite for perfume. There are a lot of fragrances that have, again, synthetics. They're man-made. They're not good for you. They can be connected to cancer, or they can be connected to skin diseases and rashes and issues that people have. So using something natural is really good for you. So I use Stress Away. I put it on before we started, like as I was getting ready this morning, and then just to kind of help bring the energy down to calm, I put it on right as Susie was putting on her Valor. So I love, love, love that one. It's got vanilla and lavender in it. So it's amazing whether you diffuse it or apply it topically. But it's one that I use every day. I have a roller fitment on, the one in my bathroom, and then one that I carry everywhere with me. So a roller fitment is one of these little things. So I replaced the plastic piece that's in there. I just pulled it out and put a roller on it so that it's easy to roll on my wrists. Or this morning, when I was getting ready, I put it underneath my ears, kind of behind my ears there. So I love, love me some Stress Away. And then the third thing that I'm going to share about is not an essential oil, but it's our Ningxia Red immune supporting drink. This actually has essential oils infused into it. So Ningxia is the name of a specific wolfberry or goji berry. It comes from a specific area where it has a lot of extra immune benefits versus or compared to the goji berries that we can buy in the grocery store. So I love the benefits of it. And I saw this little report. Now, everybody in my family drinks this, and there's 5 reasons that everybody should drink it, in my opinion. So it's a nutrient powerhouse. So think of it as like a whole food supplement because it has the goji berry or wolfberry in it. It has blueberries, and then it has essential oils to help with the absorption rate. It also is good for longevity. So when you get antioxidants, it has a lot of antioxidants in it. It's going to help your body fight free radicals and give you immune boost and stay healthy for long periods of time. It slows the anti-aging or the aging process. It's good for anti-aging, again, because of those antioxidants, and it's going to help flush toxins out of your body. And with those, the boost in antioxidants, it's going to help support your immune system. So I love that. Some of the other benefits of it are that it helps with your eyesight. So it gives you better vision. It helps with digestion. It helps with really like all of your body systems. It helps them to just flow and operate more synergistically, if that makes sense. So there's benefits to all kinds of things. And I love it. Love it. I think it tastes amazing. I had mine this morning. Like I said, everybody in my house has it. So that's myself, my fiance, my mom, my dogs. My fiance's dog had a hematoma in her ear. She's still kind of dealing with it. But what that is a blood vessel that's broken. And so there's internal bleeding in the ear and it swells. And she has a little drain in her ear so that it'll drain out and it'll heal. But she got an infection in that drain that the vet put in. And so there were days, she's a 45-pound dog. There were days when she was like at her worst with the infection last Saturday and Sunday and Monday. I gave her 5 ounces of Ningxia Red a day. Typically I have 2 ounces. That's 1 to 4 is the norm, depending on what health issues or situation you might be dealing with. Most people probably have 2 ounces, maybe 1 a day. But more can be good because you think about it, you need that immune support if you're sick or something is going on, your body's trying to fight something. And so the extra antioxidants, that immune support can be really, really good. And she's doing a lot better. So now I'm back to giving her like her normal 1 ounce, maybe 2 ounces per day. And she's doing really good. So love that stuff. If you have questions, feel free to post them in the comments. And then also at the end, we'll open it up so that you can unmute and ask comments as well once we are done with the recording. And for now, I am going to pass it on to Kristen.
Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, yay. So we're going to talk about Citrus Fresh. This was one of my first favorite oils in the kit. When I started using oils, I had no idea what they were, what I was doing. I'd never heard of them before. But this smelled good to me, and I was all about the fragrance of them. I could have cared less about my health. So this is the Citrus Fresh, and it is loaded with citrus oils. It's yummy. You'll see that this has the white label. It's really yummy in your water. And because it has the citrus oils, it stimulates the right side of your brain and your creativity side and the feeling of well-being and uplifting. It helps people to listen. So if you're wanting to have a serious conversation with someone you love, this is a great one to have on or to put in the diffuser in the room with you. But it just has a fresh scent: orange, tangerine, grapefruit, lemon, mandarin orange, and spearmint is in this. And the spearmint just gives it, it's the last ingredient, but it's just a little bit of the freshness that goes with the citrus oils. I love that one. And then the other one that I'm going to talk to you about is Peace and Calming. And this one I love. It's just like Stress Away in the ideas of relieving stress and creating an atmosphere of calm. But this one has blue tansy in it. And I have children that respond really well to Stress Away, but then I have children that don't. And Stress Away is an oil that doesn't do well for them. It kind of amps them up and it just doesn't work. But the Peace and Calming has the blue tansy in it, which is also in the Valor. And so Peace and Calming is an amazing oil because it promotes relaxation and a deep sense of peace, emotional well-being, like we talked about. But it also helps to dampen the feeling of tension. And this might be a really great one to have going in the house right now. I don't know how many people are in your house, but we live with 13 people. And so if you want to talk about tension, I'm there. And people are dealing with addictions and all of that, so this is going constantly in the hallways and entryways of our house. You can put it on the bottom of your feet. I like putting this on my baby's feet at night, right before. I have twins that are 2 years old. And so I'll put this on their feet right as we're going to sleep. It does help emotionally ground those children that I was talking about. I see a complete different change in them. So the grounding that happens with them is really awesome to see, especially my children who deal with depression, anxiety, stress, and insomnia. Okay. Let's see. Hand sanitizer. So in the bottom of the PSK is this really cool, you'll think that you have already discovered all your oils because this is in there, right? But if you lift out your oils, there's a little hidden compartment. But I put it in upside down. It's much easier to get out if this side is up. And in the hidden compartment is your Thieves hand sanitizer and a bunch of other things. But I'm going to talk to you about the hand sanitizer. This actually is a sanitizer. And it's flying out of our warehouse in the thousands within minutes every time it comes back in stock. So to be able to get this in the premium starter kit is a gift. It lasts a really long time. How many of you have used hand sanitizer and your hands just feel totally dried up and crackly? I hate that feeling so much. And so for a long time, I didn't even touch this. I hate hand sanitizer. But then one day I had it in the diaper bag. Water wasn't available. The kids were really gross after getting into something I don't remember. And so I put it on and it's super soft. Your hands feel silky and smooth. There's not that sticky feeling. I love the hand sanitizer. So that's a fun one in there. Also in your kit is this little compartment right here. And that comes with a book. Where did I put it? I don't know where I put it. Sorry, guys. Oh, here it is. It comes with a book. And this book is really basic, quick information on all the stuff with Young Living. Talks about our farms, our business opportunities, essential rewards, all the basics. I love our kit because when you do get into using the oils and you start loving the oils and you're seeing all these amazing things that they're doing for you, everything you need to be able to share with friends accurately is in this information. And so they provide you with everything you need. Of course, your upline, your leaders, the person who enrolled you is always available, but I love having my own feeling empowered to be able to do what I need to do for myself without calling people all the time. And then also they send you the catalog. And this baby, don't let it go. I lost my first one, thinking that, you know, that they would come over and over again all the time. They don't. So hold on to your catalog. It's the only one you get unless you order more. And it's full of major information on every single product that we have. And we have a lot of products. We're not just about oils. We're all about the lifestyle of toxic-free living. And so yeah, that comes with your kit. Make sure you pay attention to that, look through it, and don't lose it. And then I don't know who.
Okay, it's
Awesome.
me.
Oh, it's, yeah.
I think it's back to me. Okay, so I'm going to cover a couple of my favorites, and starting with why I bought my kit to begin with. So, teacher, and I was an instructional coach for a lot of years, and I had told my principal I was ready to go back in the classroom. Like, I miss the kids, you know. And he said, okay, that's great, but what we have open is kindergarten. Kindergarten. So I was like, okay, whatever, they're cute, you know, I work with them a lot. Well, needless to say, I was sick all year long. And so one of my friends had kept talking to me about these oils, you know, and like, all right, come on over, you know, share your oils or whatever. But as she's talking through the premium starter kit and stuff, this one caught my attention, Thieves. And Thieves is just a super immune support, immune boosting. You know, we have the whole Thieves line of cleaners and all sorts of things. And it's 5 oils, and I don't have it written down. So it is clove, eucalyptus, cinnamon, lemon, and rosemary. Yay me. I remembered. So it's those 5 powerful oils together that are just amazing for our immune system. So this little bottle right here is the reason I bought my entire kit, because I was like, you know what, it is worth a shot. I'm going to try it. And so I use Thieves for everything. I make a Thieves immunity roller, which I roll on my feet at bedtime every single night, just that prevention versus prescription type of thing, right? So we're trying to prevent getting sick to begin with. I put the Thieves Vitality in my tea. I just had my Thieves tea. Anytime you feel a little something coming on, you know, it's just extra Thieves everywhere. I love my Thieves so much, and will never be without my Thieves or my Ninja. So those are 2 of my go-tos. I also love the Lemon Vitality, which goes in my Thieves tea, and it's part of the Thieves already. So these 2 together, we are just, you know, boosting our immune system like nobody's business. I recently found out too, I've always been a water drinker. My husband has not. But if you add lemon to your water, not only does it taste better, but it helps with your hydration. So I would drink water all day long and still feel like I was a little bit dehydrated, you know? And so I read that. And the bonus with using lemon essential oil, the Vitality, in our water instead of, you know, real lemons, is we're not getting all the citric acid either. So this is good for our teeth. And Angela briefly talked about it a little bit. So if we have a Thieves Vitality, which is the white label, and a Thieves regular label, the colored label, it's the exact same oil. But the FDA regulates that you can only label an essential oil for 2 uses. So any of our oils that have the solid colored label means aromatically and topically on your skin. If we have the Vitality version, this means that it's generally regarded as safe for ingestion. So Kristen was talking about our catalog. There's a whole section on Vitality oils. If we have a Vitality of an oil like Thieves, you can use this Thieves the same way. It's the exact same oil. If we do not have a Vitality version of an oil like Panaway, you don't want to ingest it. I'm not going to kill you or anything, but you don't want to do it. So speaking of Panaway, this is why my sister ended up buying her kit to begin with. And it's so great to be able to help your friends and family, but oh my gosh, especially our little sisters that are really stubborn. But she used to deal with a lot of pain. So I love it personally for like right now it's gardening, right? We're out in the gardens and wheelbarrowing a bunch of dirt and things. It's great to me for, I have back pain that kind of comes and goes. So that's how I use it. And like Angela was talking about, you can use the fitment. So with the Panaway, also because we don't want to touch the little plastic orb with our finger, if you use your cap, you can pull it right off. It's pretty sweet. And so then I use the fitment on the Panaway because, let me snap it on real quick. Now I can just take it and literally just roll it on my lower back. That's how I use it all the time. My second favorite way to use Panaway, put my other cap back on, and I'm gonna go ahead and make this because I'm gonna be using it tonight, is I have about half a cup to a cup of just Epsom salt, and I put like 3 or 4 drops of the Panaway in it. When you take a bath with the Epsom salt and the oil, and it just, if I use Panaway, it just like pulls all the soreness out of my muscles. I love it so much. So this is another favorite of mine. And the last one I am going to talk about is the lavender. Lavender, similar to frankincense, they call it the Swiss Army knife of oils because you can use it for just about everything. Burns, cuts. I got stung by a bee last year out on the patio. I immediately went for the lavender and all the swelling was gone, didn't hurt, didn't anything. This is great. I use it every night in my diffuser for sleep support. Oh my gosh, I can fall asleep now, and I've had problems sleeping since I became a mom 24 years ago, honestly. So I use it for sleep. And the same thing like Angela was talking about frankincense with her dog, that if I could shift my whole computer, I would show you my very hyperactive dog that is just like peacefully over here sleeping by my side. He gets like anxious or like fireworks, things like that. We use the lavender, and I'll just put a drop, he's a smaller dog, and then rub it in my hands and then just pet him. And it just like insta calms. It's so, so amazing. Okay, what else? So I think we are now back to Sheila to finish off the oil.
Good deal. Oh, you know, what has come to mind when the other 3 were sharing about the oils is something, if you are just new because you just got your kit or you are thinking about getting the kit, there is a mind shift I just want to share with you when it comes to understanding essential oils, because especially if you come with it how I was, where I was steeped into more of the whole medicine, wait till you have a symptom, which is your body just telling you something's out of balance. And so for me, it was like, then you use something, because now I've got a stomach ache, a cough, a headache, or whatever. Now I got to use something. The essential oils, think about a plant. The plant always is making the essential oil. Now, sometimes it might increase the production when it's got a tear or a disease of some sort, but it always is producing it and always using it. That is what we're talking. This is why this is like the everyday kit. These are oils you could possibly use every day, and you want to start using them every day for just incorporating them into your into your just habits. Think of them as your first aid, but also think of them as kind of just your like your clothes, putting on your clothes. You're just always wanting to, because you want your body to get used to them. And the more you use them, then when you really got something that your body needs to work on, or to, like it's come in contact with, or you've got the burn or the bite or whatever, boy, those oils will work very quickly. So I want to say that. And that's why I love the ones like lavender and peppermint, where we get to, we could really use these every day, even like lemon, because you can drink those every day. So peppermint vitality, this comes in the white label in the kit. So it's safe to drink. And I love using this one for lots of different reasons, but it is very good at supporting gastrointestinal comfort. All right, you may think, why can't we just talk about, like, the symptoms that we get? There are certain things that we want to always talk about supporting health. Instead of under the wellness line, we want to talk about how do we stay above the wellness line. So how do we support our digestion? Well, you could put peppermint vitality in your water, put a drop in your water. The other peppermint with the classic label will say to apply, and so I like to apply that peppermint in the morning before I get dressed, just a drop over my stomach, because I want to support my digestion for the rest of the day. But I really like to put it over my stomach at night before I go to bed, because that's when, again, there's all this reset going on and the digestion that's happening. I want to support that. So that's how I use peppermint. My other really kind of go-to for peppermint, how I use it, is for like that clarity, that awakeness. When I'm feeling a little groggy, or at night if I'm driving or driving long distances. I can't remember the last time I actually did that, right? Because we've been stuck in the house. But driving long distances and you're feeling a little tired, I always have peppermint in my purse. So I will grab it, and sometimes just smelling it out of the bottle. Susie mentioned don't touch the bottle itself with your finger, but just smelling it or putting it a drop into your hand and then cupping it over your nose and breathing it in, it just resets everything. It just, my whole body calms and I feel awake, and it's good. Be careful, you don't want to get too close to your eyes. I'm so used to it that doesn't bother me, but if you're new to it, if you get too close to your eyes, it'll feel like it's burning. And peppermint is known as a hot oil. And sometimes kids or adults will say, it's burning my skin. The skin gets really red. It's not burning. It's a hot oil only because the molecules are so small and tight together. They absorb into the skin so quickly that the skin reacts, and it may feel like it's burning, but that'll go away. And if you don't want to have that, use a carrier oil, which is an oil that's the greasy oil, right? I love Young Living's V6 oil. It's got almond oils, coconut, like 6 vegetable oils mixed together. It is a nice way to put peppermint with or any other oil, and it spreads the molecules so that when you put it on, they don't all get absorbed in one spot so quickly. So it's nice that way. If you have sensitive skin or children and that sort of thing, you would want to do that. So Digest Vitality is also in the kit. Okay, Digest, think digestion. All right, it supports digestion as well. It is really one of the top blends that Young Living has. Now, Kristen may have already, or some of you may have like put up your nose because we had to laugh at last time we talked about it, because really it is not, it's one of those aromas that you think, ooh, what is that? Don't be alarmed if you're not, when you smell the essential oils for the first time and you can't stand the smell. Don't be alarmed. Just tell yourself what's really happening is you got to detox some of the other artificial scents that you're used to, and how your body is responding to the natural. Over time, it'll come, you'll actually open up something like Digest or Vetiver or whatever it is, and you'll think, oh, I love this one. It really will happen. Digest is one of those for me. But this one, do I have to use this one every day? No, but when I do, like let's say after Mexican or maybe before I eat a very rich kind of fatty diet or whatever, or meal, I might put Digest in a capsule, a vegetable capsule, and swallow it so that it begins to support my digestion before I eat. I can also do that afterwards. Anyway, it's great to have in the kitchen. That's where we keep ours, or in the bedroom, in my bathroom in the bedroom at night. I might put it on my stomach, but I like peppermint for that. Anyway, Digest is a great one. And finally, I'm wanting to introduce you to Raven. All right, so there's a couple reasons why. Raven is a beautiful blend, and it has raven syrup, peppermint, eucalyptus, and it has wintergreen in it. So think of those, if you think of smelling wintergreen and peppermint and eucalyptus right away, don't you feel like your lungs are opening up? Well, that's good to know, because that Raven helps support really anything that has to do with breathing. So it's a wonderful respiratory support, wonderful to put on at night before you go to bed. I can snore. I'll just tell you, that's just my little secret. My husband will say, boy, what was last night about? I will say, the nights I don't really oil up, if I just put the lavender in the diffuser and don't really oil up, I have, at certain times of the year, I could have that happen. So I like this little guy a lot. Raven can just over my chest, up down my throat, is helpful. You can put it on the bottom of your feet as well, right under your second middle toe, right in that area. That's a nice place to support the lungs, because your nervous system, you're all connected there. Finally, I want you to know, you may have noticed Panaway bottle that Susie showed you, and you guys may have that, but this has a child-proof cap as well. That's because wintergreen is in these blends, and the little ones. So we have a little beautiful baby boy in our class today, and for little infants, there's some studies out there that show that too much wintergreen, breathing it in, could hinder the growth of lungs, because breathing too much of that in. So we would not want a 2-year-old, 1 or 2-year-old, to somehow get into this. Their oils, because kids love oils, and essential oils can be very safe with them or for them. But if they got into something with wintergreen and they somehow got all over them and they're breathing all that in, it would be too much for them. So Young Living's so good at keeping things safe, easy identifiable. If it has wintergreen in it, it's going to have that cap on it. All right, so I love it. I just saw the chat that Yuri says, I can't stand Valor. You're going to love this, because it's probably because your body needs it. And that's why. That's what happens sometimes. Peace and Calming, I didn't like it. I thought it smelled like a horse's stable. and I love, you'd think I would like it, but kind of like the smell that, yeah, whatever. I didn't like it. And now I love it. So hang in there, Yuri. I think you'll come to appreciate it if you keep using it. Thieves spray. I didn't bring it. I've got them all over the house too. They're in every bathroom. I forgot to grab it. Someone else might have it. Yes, thank you, Susie. Thieves spray comes in the kit as well. And this is in high demand right now, because it's wonderful, you guys, to keep in your purse, so you can spray down the shopping carts and not grab the wipes that are at stores. Or I know Target, they've been so, kind in trying to help keep everything sanitized. You go in, they won't, at least here in Gig Harbor, they won't let you grab a cart. They will sanitize it first and then give it to you. And I don't want those chemicals. I don't want to be touching those and having them get into my skin. So anyway, I spray it down after they do with my Thieves spray. It's great for steering wheels. We use it on door handles. I'll use it in the bathroom and spray it on the toilet handles and the faucet handles. I use it to clean phones. I don't know if it's a good thing. I just spray it on my phone and wipe it down. Remote controls, kids are playing video games, use this Thieves spray. The difference between that and the cleaner, you can make your own Thieves spray. It's just that the Thieves spray has alcohol in it. So that's what, that's why it's nice. It doesn't make things really wet and stay wet, and it sanitizes. So yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. So Angela?
Yes, very good. So all of the goodies that we've been sharing about, as I mentioned when we first started, are in the premium starter kit, which again is our most common way to get started. Now the starter kit is $165. And as I mentioned when we started, it is the only item we have that's 60% off. So if you bought all those items individually at retail, it's like $410. So that's why it's like a no-brainer. And so most people do that. So it's the 12 oils. You get 2 packs of Ningxia Red. You get the Thieves hand sanitizer and the Thieves spray and the little booklet and stuff that Kristen showed you, and you get a diffuser. So this is one of my favorite diffusers. It's the Desert Mist. There's also another one at that $165 price point that's called the Dewdrop. So depends on your preference. Really, it's about the look. They both have the same functions and features. So I love those. Love, love, love those. And so if you don't already have yours, I know some of you do, and you've just got the, your starter pack, or some of you are waiting for it to still come in the mail. And if you don't already have that and you want to get started today, then just talk to the person that invited you, because we have multiple people that have invited friends. And when you buy the starter pack on Essential Rewards, which is our monthly wellness box program, you also get a bottle of eucalyptus radiata for free. So you get a 13th oil, and that's for this month. And eucalyptus is so good for breathing. So kind of like Sheila was saying, how she uses the Raven. Sometimes I'll put eucalyptus on my chest, or you can put it along the spine, again, the feet, or diffusing it. It smells so good if you add it to Raven or peppermint or lemon. Like, there's so many fun combinations to just kind of play with and figure out what you like or what your family needs. So that's a great one. And the Essential Rewards program, I usually tell people, if you have health and wellness goals, which is probably why you got essential oils, then it's a no-brainer, because every month you choose what you get. So it's similar to Bark Box or one of those monthly box shipment programs, but you choose what you get. The other programs, they automatically send you something. So I love that. It's super flexible. You can change the date of your shipment. You can have things ship early if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm running out of Ningxia Red or running out of lavender and I need it now. You can have your order shipped early. And like I mentioned, it's a rewards program. So you get a percentage of what you spend back into an account. So on your first order, say it's your premium starter kit, you're going to get a $10 gift card loaded on your account that you can spend like cash. So you could get a free bottle of lemon if you needed to, but that's going to build up over and over. It starts out at 10%, and then it goes to 20, and then it goes to 25%. So again, like, the longer you're there, the more you get, the more you earn. The most popular thing that I get for free with my points is frankincense, because we use a lot of it. So I love doing that. I love stocking up on kind of my basic oils with my free points. So that's the Essential Rewards program. A couple of other things, I guess, about it is the more you buy, the more freebies you can qualify for through this program, and the more points you'll get. The minimum purchase is 50 PV, which is usually equal to $50. So like, for example, a bottle of lemon, the small bottle, is like $6 or something. It's worth 6 PV. So usually equal dollars and PV. When you buy a diffuser, because those aren't made by Young Living, the dollars and the PV are not equal. That's an example of when it's not. But I love the program. Every single month I'm getting Ningxia Red. Like I said, my whole family drinks it. So that's like the one thing that's always on my order. And then I have other supplements and great things that I put on there. I love that, like, I get my soap or my shampoo, all those types of things. So lots of great things on it. And so that's my recommendation, is to get your kit. If you haven't already, make sure you get it on Essential Rewards. And oh, I don't know if I didn't point this out. So this is a big bottle of eucalyptus. So the oils that come in the package are 5 ml. This is 15 ml. So it's like a ginormous triple-sized bottle of it. So I love that you're getting that free as well. Does anybody have anything else, ladies, that I skipped or missed before I stop the recording and open it up to questions? Okay, cool. So I'm going to stop our recording. This is the first time I've been the recorder, so let me hope that I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's easy.